Hello, coming to you with another Dominion ladder game. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Gold Mine, River Shrine, Rustic Village from the Rising Sunset. We also got a Void. We can pick 3 cards going to the discard pile. Approaching Army gives some extra benefit to the attacks. There are quite a few attacks. And then Faded is not from the new set, but it's fairly new to me. When shuffling, you may look through the cards and reveal faded cards to put them on top or bottom. So the Witch's Hut is faded. So that's interesting to note. So Groom is here. Groom with Shepherd is an interesting combination. Quite interesting because Groom for estates is good, and then Shepherd drawing the estates. But I feel like River Shrine is just going to be stronger. I want to get thin because I'm going to hit him with a bunch of trash cursing attacks here with Old Witch. So I'm pretty happy to open with Silver and River Shrine myself and trash my estates. Even though they're worth some extra benefit. Not shuffling this turn, so Avoid doesn't do anything. It's just an unlucky draw for me. And here I will take a Rustic Village probably as an innocuous card. I consider taking a Groom, but I guess I'll take an Avoid. So I can take an Avoid and then end buys, and I'll take a Rustic Village. What do I want to discard? I want to discard things that are not things that I can trash. And hopefully find my Mountain Shrine this turn. We'll see what they're doing with the Groom. Yeah, having to trash 2 coppers and having to pass that one by. I will discard 2 to draw 1. Okay, and we gain a card costing up to 4. I guess we're just gaining a silver. Do we need another silver? Probably not. Let's gain a village then. I guess we'll need 1 more silver to hit good price points. Our next buy is going to be an Old Witch, I'm pretty sure. Gatekeeper's possibly going to be annoying. Need to watch out for that attack when they have it in play. Although most of the cards I'm buying, I'm going to be buying 2 of. I'm going to buy 2 Lost Cities, 2 Old Witches. Perhaps I buy 2 Gatekeepers, I'm not sure. I don't actually want to draw here. I'm pretty happy triggering this shuffle with an Old Witch in it. And I had thought I'd gained a second village. Did I only gain 1 village? Looks like I only gained 1 village. Well, joke's on them. I don't have any cards to play. I'll gain a village. And here, I will... Oh, they exiled it. Haha. Got me. Here I'll probably buy another Old Witch or a Lost City. One of the 2. Graverobbers could be quite interesting. Probably not, though. I don't want to do this. Does Avoid give you plus buy? I don't. Okay. I'm going to do an Avoid and then buy a Lost City. And then avoid basically all of my coppers, or River Shrine and 2 coppers. Maximize my chance of seeing everything and drawing through next turn. I still have a village in exile. I want to get a copy of Back Out again. Not sure when I'm going to be able to do that. Maybe I just grab myself a Groom now. And Groom for Rustic Villages. I feel like Groom, Estate, Shepherd is a thing, and maybe I'm underestimating it. But approaching Army gives +1 to Old Witch. It also gives +1 to Gatekeeper. It's worth noting. So I can do Avoid again. I hit 7 Avoid and a second Old Witch. Old Witch is basically giving me the value of a copper at this point, which is excellent. And then next turn, look to get a little bit more village support. And again, we'll avoid everything except for that. And I think we're guaranteed to have a full kickoff turn. With this size deck, we can look to add a Gatekeeper. Is a thing we can do. I'm trying to remember how Groom Estate Shepherd stuff works. You just play Groom for Estate, Groom Estate, and then Shepherd, discard them all to get all your Grooms. Which I don't quite remember if that combination works out. So because they have these Gatekeepers, I may actually just get a Rustic Village. Because that'll come out of exile. And that'll just give me 2 Rustic Villages. And then hopefully a turn that I don't have. We'll just avoid all the treasures. A turn that I don't have a Gatekeeper attack, I'll buy something new. Maybe I'll buy my own Gatekeeper. Maybe I'll buy my own Gatekeeper. They didn't take a River Shrine, so like they are going to have a tough time provincing regularly, I would think. Graverobber lets me take my 5s and turn them into something or other, but we'll see if they province here or not. They should start to have pretty bad shuffles with all those coppers. Oh, in the 34 card deck, wow. It seems like they should start to have some pretty rough shuffles, to be honest. So if I just buy like a pair of Gatekeepers, I'm gonna hit 8 every turn. That's a 3rd terminal. I can also buy a Gold Mine, start printing Gold Mines. I can also buy a 3rd Old Witch, but they start to become less useful once the pile has run. And I think the Gatekeeper will be useful throughout. We'll shuffle out all of our treasures. But like they should be having some pretty bad shuffles here, I would imagine. The advantage to having a Gatekeeper is what? Graverobber is I can Groom for 4s and turn them into things, I guess, is the advantage to having that. But now I think I buy a Gatekeeper and then just assume I can pretty easily province the rest of the time. Oh, I was really supposed to have clicked Avoid there for free. That's really bad. So the curses are out. They have 7 of them. They have 6 coppers and 4 estates. Like, it seems like it will be a heroic effort when they can actually have a turn. Like, this is kind of shocking to me how good this turn is, but maybe their discard pile has just got a ton of crap in it. Like 1 dud at the top of a shuffle with this much junk in it. Seems unlikely. I think I have to discard 2 cards for +1 card here, probably, which is not terrible. I have a lot of outs. And I don't play the Old Witches unless I need to. I guess I need to. Inactions, play all treasures, avoid, and then province, and avoid sets aside stuff that we don't want to see. Yeah, I think avoid, Groom, Shepherd would have been way faster here. But I'm slightly worried about the estate pile and the Shepherd pile. Like, I think I've underplayed this a little bit. Maybe just 1 gold mine instead of doing the Gatekeeper stuff would have been better. Yeah, because now they get to trash some curses. I think it's fine, though. So here I'm hitting 10, so I don't need to play this Old Witch for the money. Need to avoid province. And we'll set aside some stuff. I suspect they're going to continue having duds here. We'll see what they buy with 7. They bought a duchy. Makes sense. And they didn't have a curse, so I can just kind of play this. And avoid province. Yeah, I really needed to have gotten a Groom here. I don't fully know why. I needed to get a Groom, I think, on turn 3 or 4. The first time I got a Mountain Village, the Rustic Village, I should have just gotten a Groom. I committed to trashing, so like the Groom is worse because I can't gain estates, but it gives my opponent a lot of pile pressure. They are missing province a lot. Galleria also would have been good because I could gain Rustic Village and something. And I do have to violate penultimate province here, but I'm not that worried about it. I mean, unless they province themselves, in which case I may be in some trouble. I mean, I've been in trouble for a while. But if they province here, it's going to be pretty hard for me to win. One Graverobber maybe gets me over the edge. And we pretty happily take this province, knowing that their deck is 48 cards. They have 3 Grooms in there, but it's 48 cards. We will might as well discard 2, because those are not 2 we want to see. Oh. That I had not considered. That I had not considered. Avoid. We take a duchy, and we hope that they have a really bad turn. Because if they Groom estate by estate, they win. Or if they buy a province, they win. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I just kind of underplayed this one, I think. Not much to say there. I honestly think Groom Estate Shepherd would have just won. Oh, there are not enough piles. That is useful to note. And I'm actually not drawing as well as I thought I would have, and they're continuing to buy stuff. I guess I have so many things now that I can. I'm playing a Void. I think I'm taking this estate. It's worth 2 points and it blocks them doing estate stuff. And then I always need to discard 2 to Rustic Villages. Yeah, okay. Well, poorly done on my part. I needed to get another source of gains, and I didn't. And I think that's really it.